Hi folks, Kenny the Vaping Heed back with yet another review. How you're all doing? Hope you're all doing hunky-dory. Thanks for joining me again. Give me your valuable time to watch my reviews. Today we are looking at this fella. This is the Geekvape Zeus X or 10 or whichever we're going to look at it. And there you have the box. It's a top airflow, which we haven't seen for quite a while since, you know, when you thing that springs to mind for these is OBS, you know, OBS Engine 2, they're normally the top airflow specialists. So, have these nailed it or not? We'll have a look. But before we do get down and dirty and have a look at it, please like, subscribe to the channel, much appreciated. Keeps me doing what I'm doing for you. So, without further ado, let's get down and have a look at this bad boy, yeah? Right folks, and here we are down on the table with the Zeus X or 10, whatever it is, RTA. On the box you have a picture of Zeus leak-proof RTA designed for ultimate flavour on the front. On the side you have Zeus RTA, on the other side you have Geekvape with social media. On the back you have your authenticity and some contacts in the box. It's saying that the Zeus X is the final edition of the Zeus series, so there you have it. Will it be, or will there be a Zeus 10-2 or whatever? We don't really know, do we? So you slide this sleeve off. Again, you're presented with another box. Geekvape logo on there, Geekvape on the side, Geekvape there. These are security stickers here, which I've just peeled off and, you know, so you can see you can get your access there. So you take your lid off, and what you're presented with is this little fella. This is the Zeus RTA. Looks very short for a top fill, but we'll get to that in a minute. Other things in the box we have underneath, you have the infamous destruction manual. I'm a little bit disappointed with this one because it's just, it's giving you like instructions and, anti-counterfeiting. But, it's in loads of languages, it's that thick. And it doesn't really tell you that much. I would prefer if they had maybe some, like specifications, some length sizes, diameter sizes, something like that on it, So, a little bit down with that one. And in this little, like, the old Geekvape envelope, you get your, I believe that'll be your warranty card, is it? Yep. Where is your warranty card? You have a card promoting their product, and you have like a warning card, just the normal common sense stuff in that. So put all them aside, get them put back into the box. I've done this with my eyes shut off camera, right? They've all fell in there, brother. And when I come to put them away on camera, the fiddly is out. Typical. So that's that. Now the accessory box. It's pretty packed, well packed. First thing we have the straight glass, if you prefer that. We have a box of spares. Is that your 510 adapter, T-shaped driver, we have an Allen key, we have a spare drip tip, we have all the O-rings, a couple of grub screws, all the usual spares you get with your RTAs. And we also have a couple of coils. A lot of manufacturers have put coils in, they don't put what they are, but these have been clearly labelled. So as you can see, the N80 fused clapping coil, 28 gauge, 3 core, 40 gauge wrap, coming out at 0.4 ohms. Obviously if they're dual double, come out at 0.2, and they'll give you some of these shoelix wicks. So for the purpose of the review, seeing I know what they're made of, I know the material, I think we'll hide these in. We can also just check these out, make sure they're up to spec. Yeah, so I'll put them out there and I'll put all this stuff away. I'll give them a jewelry, get plenty of stuff with it. Put that in there, move that out of the way, and here we are with the big fella here. This is the star of the show. See, if we go from the bottom, you've got your pin sticks out fairly out, so I don't really, hide tanks on mechs or such, but if it's hybrid safe by the way that's sticking out. On the bottom you've got your normal, your Zeus CE marks, serial numbers, all that stuff. The airflow is on the top, 2 slots, one that side, one that side. See, it's been an airflow. You've got stoppers here as well, so it'll not go. Drip tip. And this tops, it's a bit like a light bulb socket where you twist and just pop. You see there's like 2 grooves there. You see the grooves about. If I get something to point out here. You've got like a groove here, which sits in these 2 grooves here. You see them there, I've got the grooves there. It's just a bit like a socket that you put it in, right? So that's your top, your drip tip. Obviously it is a little bit tight. Obviously with being new, if I can get it out. This drip tip, I'm not, yeah, see, it's a little bit tight. I don't know about that. I'm on the fence with that. I'll tell you more when I have a vape, but your O-ring is inside on the tank itself, so you'll be able to put your own drip tips on, but we'll go with this one for now. And basically, yeah, once you get that off, there's your fill port. Not that big, like, but still plenty of room there. Get your deck. See, like most of them, you unscrew the bottom. This is where this thing gets serious. There's your deck. The O-ring comes off. Your bubble glass comes off. I think a lot of reviewers in the sample boxes got it in bits like this, so I'll try and see what we've got here. Right, and this bit here is obviously your top bit, your O-ring, bloody air control ring. You see it's got groove like there in the bottom. That's the way that goes on, because it sits on here, this notch. So you put your groove down over the hole, and then that acts as, if it's on wrong, it'll keep spinning, but as you can see it's on right, so it'll stop. That's your airflow ring, and there's your chamber. Now the airflow on this is, if you imagine a bit like the dead rabbit, it actually comes in at an angle, like a 45-degree angle. And if you think of the dead rabbit, that's how that air is coming in. I don't know if you can, whether you can see that, but it's coming in at an angle. And it comes in through the air hose there at the top of the chimney. So that there is basically coming in like at an angle like that, 45-degree angle. This is your chimney, or your internal chimney. It's got 2 slots on here. So basically when you put your deck on, these line up with this, and it kind of locks it all into place when it tightens itself up. We've went for the honeycombed air holes along the side and on the top as well. So I suppose you're getting a bit of air coming in from the top on your coil. You're also getting a bit of airflow coming to the side, so very good idea that. That there basically sits in there. Basically, so your air's going to come through here, down that slot, and it's going to come down through all these little air holes and hit your coils, which will be sitting on this deck. Again, I think it's very dead rabbity inspired. Obviously the airflow with being at a 45 going in there, and the raised deck. Nothing groundbreaking, you know. It's you've got your positive terminal and your negative terminal, so your coil there and a coil there. Probably could get a larger single coil there, but I think you're going to be restricted obviously by the size of this chimney. You know, when you put these coils in, you don't want them too big. Or you're going to obviously hit the side of the chimney on assembly and maybe short it out. So I would probably stick with maybe 2.5mm coils in this, just purely and safely for the room, so you don't get any shorts or anything. So I'll use the coils we've got, and we'll have a go at it. So I'll just put this on here. Please excuse if I block you out with my fingers and all that, but we'll back all the screws out and everything first, get this all ready. Not really fan, I guess, the flathead screws. Yeah, I prefer the cross heads, or maybe Allen ones for the internals. I'm not really, when you've got flatheads this small, or any screw really for that matter, but they're just easy to chew up. Especially if you're trying to clamp something tight in, but it's basically that there prepped up. Sorry about that cut, folks, but it'll answer the old doorbell went again. Anyway, we're going to put a build on this. So I pre-cut the legs, about 4.5mm. We'll start putting these in. Pretty straightforward to do. It's not really a complicated deck to build on. And there. And there. You see, just hold it in position while you put it in. Just give it a bit of a tidy up there, just to straighten her up. You want them literally right above that block. I mean, don't hide them too far out, because you will hit the side and short them out. Drop the other fella in here. And in here. And get this fella to drop in. Come on, you little bugger, yeah. Oh, screw too far, and I'll drop that screw out a bit more. There we go. I'll push him in there now. God, I'm making the right buzz. Look at this on there. There you go, he's in. Let him in. You just hold them down, give them a nip. What the hell is going on with that? What do you do with that? Hang on. Oh, this does not look right at all, does it? I think it's just the pull round. You do with all these flat coils, you do get a bit of a pull when they're gone in. And once you get it all tied up and straightened out and stuff, just don't really want them too. You just want them bang on above that deck there, so just about there, just about there. Not sticking out too far, so I'll say you're probably looking for something like that. I can just zoom in a bit there so you can see. I might get a bit of focus. There we go. You can see roughly, like I see it bang on over the top, straight over the edge of there. You get my drift. I don't know how far that's going to go in. You can see that. Yeah. So, bring this back out. Put them on a device. Oh, what the hell was that? God. I get half burp, half yawn. Put them on a device. I'm just using the Aegis Legend because or the 80 watts anyway, as me G class is still broke. Need a new board for it, but it will happen, folks. It will happen eventually. 38 there, see what we get. Just pulse them in. Me ceramic trees, you know, just let the heat do the work as per usual. You know what I mean? Hopping in there now, just give them a little bit of a rake. They're pretty good. Glowing nicely from the inside, just give them a bit of a nip. Yep, I would say they're pretty good to go. So, wicking is the fun bit on this as well. You do not want to overstuff this at all. You know, you've got your juice pods down here. You do not want to stuff this at all, people, really. It is good. So what I want to use, let's use one of these. I'm just going to wipe it through there. And I'm actually going to, bear with this. Oh God, these scissors, come on, that's it. Just going to cut it roughly in half. Because honestly, you don't really need these very long at all. That's basically what you're looking to do for this wicking. This is the dam method. If you bear with us, have I got any juice handy? One moment, I'll get some juice as well, because you need to hold up. Right. I'm going to need to juice these up. Basically, what I've been doing is where this thread is, push it there, leave a bit of a mark, just push where the thread is, a bit of a mark, and where your mark is you just trim up accordingly. Roughly the same on the other side. Then obviously you fluff them up a bit, both sides. As you can see, just a little bit short there, so I'm going to do this too much coffee. Now I've got these metal things, I just rake this out a bit. Rake your cotton out just a touch. As you don't, like I said, this, you've got to literally set this on here, so you don't really want too much cotton, because if you choke it, you'll get dry hit hell. Basically what you're looking to do is just tuck it into there like so. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's easier. Get a bit of juice on them, give them a bit of a soak. Put them on the coils while they're there. They'll all expand up. Like that. Basically you just want to tease this in on the edge of that juice well. It's popping out a bit now, come on, get it there. Just want it sitting nicely on the top. We didn't want it stuffed in. It's sitting nicely. It's what they call the dam method, you know, you just sit it on the top. You don't bang it all in. A bit more juice on these, I think, just to help it go down a bit. Let's see with that end. You just put a bit of juice in, it just helps it to stay, you know, it doesn't fling out or anything. Again, you just tucking that over the top of that juice well. Just sit it on the top, don't ram it in. Sit it nicely on the top. Just tuck it under that lip. Like so. They are pretty long wicks, you know, it is similar to dead rabbit style stuff, so but that, folks, basically I would say what you were looking at. So we'll get all this put back together, fill it up, and we'll see where we are from there, eh? So let's get this thing back together, put my glass on, just give that a nice little, maybe a little bit of a niggle to get in first, just give a nice little twist, you feel it in, just a nip. The juice, fill the tank up nicely with the juice. And towards about, I think it's 4.5 ml bubble glass, 3.5 ml with the straight glass. Like I say, this just, you slot it, falls in, you just nip it till it stops. And there you go, one tank filled, ready to go. So I'll get all this tied up and away. I'll see you back up top with me thoughts. See you in a bit. Cheers. Right, folks, so here we are back up top with the Zeus. Very nice. Them coils I put in are sitting on the legend here, and the legend's reading them at about 0.18, so it's not too far away. I'm rocking some of this. This is Buddha Vapes Creme de la Creme. It's a bit like that coffee tiramisu or something, that coffee flavoured dessert you get. It's quite nice, not too harsh, but very nice. But got sitting here at, we'll put it down to, we've got it at 75 watts. Like I said, it's coming out at 0.18. Let's give it a go, eh? Oh my God. Flavour, Jesus. That's good. That flavour's not good, that flavour's bloody fantastic. For a top airflow, Jesus me. Oh. Lordy do. That's beautiful. Excuse Excuse me, got a bit of a chest still, can't shake it off, so I'll have a bit of juice to help us out. So, it is a 25mm diameter. It's about 47mm high, 48mm high. Bubble glass holds 4.5 millilitres of juice. The straight glass holds 3.5 millilitres of juice. You may have an EU version, UK version, which of course is the 2 milli glass, which thankfully I haven't got. It's a nice sturdy tank. It's flavour, it's phenomenal. What do I like and what I'm not like about it? Well, it's not really much I don't like about it really. They're probably subjective, if anything. Not a fan of the drip tip. It just feels like you're gonna shove the whole thing in your gob. But like I say, you can replace that. There was a spare one in there, like the Delrin type, just a little bit higher than that, but not a fan of that, because if you chain vape, I mean, that may get a bit warm. I've never actually done it yet, like, but it may get a bit warm, I don't know. The other thing is the bottom O-ring on the deck. It's got a tendency to fall out. It's not pressed in, it's not sitting the groove. Basically, when you screw that glass on to here, it's just the pressure that's making the seal of the glass being screwed down, so it does kind of fall out now and then. Haven't had it fall out recently, but I don't know, you know, like, I think once you get a bit of juice on it, obviously there's no friction there to hold it, so it just kind of falls out. But bar that, nothing wrong with this at all. Absolutely amazing. Like I said before, OBS were the people who are associated with top airflow. The Engine 2, for example, still a big fan of that. I love that tank. It's awesome. But OBS have got to get their thinking caps on now, I think, if they want to compete with this, because this is just on another level. I mean, you'd have your OBS here. This tank is all the way over there. It's left it for dead. I do think there's a lot of things on this that remind me of the dead rabbit-y type thing. Obviously the deck, you know, you're sitting your coils up on top of the posts. The airflow here is at a 45 degree. Your airflow in your chamber, you've got the side air, but you've also got holes on the top of the angle. So it's kind of very, reminds me of dead rabbit-y type RDA. Maybe it was influenced by that, perhaps not, but for a tank this size and bottom airflows of a similar size, this is just as good. Really, it's just as good, if not better than some, because basically the flavour of this is just absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely, it's not, you know, it's not going to beat your little things. I mean, I think it's the little gear, you know, they're smaller, they're more concentrated, but for the general run-of-the-mill stuff, this size, it's matching easy. And obviously top airflow, less prone to leaking, which is obviously what they claim on the box. On the OBSs, never had an issue with leaking with them, so I'm assuming this will be the same. They don't leak. It's simple as that, you know, everything's separated inside. The juice is separated by, you know, the internal air. There's nothing can get in. You don't, you know, there's no spit back or nothing. Absolutely fabulous. The only thing I can say, subjective or not subjective, is the wicking. You've got to get that wicking right. Don't cram it in. If you cram, it's what they call the dam method, where you just sit it on top or just slightly poking into the juice wells. Don't cram it in, otherwise you will get nothing. You will just get no flavour. You get dry hits galore, simply because it's like the dead rabbit side. The coils are sitting above the post. You've got very long wicks going down. You know, you want them to wick 100%, otherwise it's no good, you know what I mean? So oh, excuse me. Fucking hell. I do apologise. That came from nowhere, that. Anyway, told you this cold, I can't shake it off, it's getting on my nerves. Dear me. But, anyway, like I said, fabulous flavour. No, it doesn't leak. I can't really fault it, folks. Honestly, it's absolutely fabulous. I mean, God, I need another toot. And these coils that came with it, they're actually not too bad. There is plenty of flavour of them. That cotton is okay, you know. I prefer Muji cotton myself, but I thought I'd use what came with it, and what came with it is pretty decent. You know, the N80 coils, so that's a big plus for me. When you get these companies that give you tanks with coils in, a lot of them don't tell you what the coil is, what material it is, etc. I mean, you can have a look and say, oh yeah, it's a Clapton, but you know, you don't know what it's made of. Is it Canthal, is it steel? So thumbs up for these companies that do label the coils correctly, tell you what they are, so you know what you're playing with. So yeah, that's a good one in my book. But these coils that they've given us, they're doing okay. Yeah, there's plenty, like I say, there's plenty of flavour of them. Beautiful. Coil diameter, I would say 2.5 mil. I would say stick with 2.5 mils. It gives you plenty of room. I see you could probably get a bigger diameter if you single coil it. But I've single coiled it with a 3.5. Flavour's decent, but this is dual coiler. You need your two coils in this, because with the dual coils in it, it's absolutely out of this fucking world. It's really good. Really, really good. I guess you can single coil it, but with dual coils, I would stick with 2.5 mil. Gives you plenty of room. There's no chance of it obviously shorting out or touching that chimney, you know. That's the main thing. If you haven't got a lot of room in the chimney, so obviously you don't want the coils touching that and shorting out. So I'd say 2.5 mil. You might be able to push 3, you might, but it'll be bloody tight, and you would have to get them right so you don't get any shorts. But all in all, this is a fabulous tank. It's absolutely fabulous tank. Prices for this, again, I've seen them vary. I've seen some UK websites that have got around £25 mark on like a sale or a new product sale, whatever. And I've also seen sites retailing up to £32. So shop about, have a look about. If you get it for 25 quid, it's a bargain. If you get it for 30 quid, it's still a steal, but you know, it's penny for penny, it's worth every penny, whichever you pay. Obviously everybody thinks it's cheaper, so the cheaper you can get it, the better. But yeah, I'm gonna have to bring this one down to a close, like, because it's gonna turn into a gush fest. Another 2, I think. Yeah, but like I said, fantastic tank. So like I say, I've been playing about with my end screen here, so there should be some boxes popping up maybe over here with video playlist and my last video. There should be a logo around maybe rear somewhere with the Vaping Heed. Click on that to subscribe. As always, I'd much appreciate it. So we'll wrap this up. I've been Kenny the Vaping Heed. Stay safe, vape safe. Until I see you the next time, folks. Have a good time, yeah? See ya. Cheers. Bye.